Less than 75 days to go for IIT and NEST 2026 on June 6th and June 7th. Now I know what your problems are, what you guys are thinking. Is it possible? How much score can you achieve as a PC and PCB students in all of the subjects? Is it possible for you to get any seat at IISER? What can be the cutoff for IISc Bangalore? Should I attend mock test? Should I attend classes? Which books to solve? All kinds of questions is what we are going to answer in this video, and this is a gem of a video. Why? Because all 4 of your mentors are going to be here, all favorite, and we're going to ask questions one by one to all of them. So stay tuned till the end of this video because it's going to have full insights and hidden gems for you that you can take away for your preparation so that you can get into your dream research institute. Now with that, let me welcome all 4 of your favorite mentors, starting with Yashika Devi for biology, Vatsal sir for mathematics, Nitesh sir for chemistry, and Satyam sir for physics. So welcome all of the mentors here. Thank you for your time, by the way. I know you're all super busy teaching all the students, but by the way, are you all excited to be together in this video?
Very
Yes, of course.
So first question. So I'll start with Yashika ma'am and go until Nitish sir. So the first question to all of the mentors, starting with Yashika ma'am. Is it possible to crack IIT and NEST both in less than 75 days from now?
Well, a very honest opinion is yes, that you can do that, provided you are, you have conceptual knowledge. I am not saying to study new topics again, but for all the people who have done, previously covered all the old topics, practiced mocks, practiced the PYQs, then it is still possible. Yes.
Okay. And to you, Satyam sir, is it possible only for the toppers, or can an average student like I was, or we were, who can study any topic, in the given period of time, is it possible for them as well?
Yeah, so definitely. Basically, it's not just about topper or average. It's basically that either you have covered basics or not, right? So if you have at least covered the basics, then just by a targeted question practice, it is achievable. So yes, I think if you are serious from now itself and practice more and more questions and just revise those concepts, it is possible.
Yes. And is it possible both NEST and IIT for
Yes.
everyone to qualify?
Both of them are possible, but students have to check whether what is their focus, how they can manage the time properly. So they have to choose which time is proper for their IIT preparation and which topics are better for their NEST preparation.
Yes, exactly what we are going to discuss in the upcoming minutes. Now to you, Nitesh sir, what do you think from the chemistry perspective? Is it possible?
Yeah, definitely. I think that, whatever time that you have gotten, you have to, fully utilize it. And if you utilize it well, you hit the particular marks, you can definitely clear IIT, NEST, and any other entrance exam for that matter. It's fine.
Wow. So all of the mentors agree that it's possible to crack or get a seat at IISER or NISER in the next 2.5 months, right? Now we're going to see how exactly is it possible, what all things you need to do to get what you want, right? And let's suppose the average marks anyone need to get an IISER seat is 120 to 130. So we'll keep that score in perspective. And for NISER, it's around 100. Right? So we'll deal accordingly, and let me ask you the next set of questions which students are waiting for. But by the way, guys, write in the comments if you are ready for IISER and NISER, right? I am ready, and we are going to crack IIT and NEST. Also, your favorite IISER or ISC or IIT that you are targeting this year, right? So what's the biggest mistake that students usually commit in the last moment in biology?
I think in biology, majority students, they leave the chapter diversity. Okay? They will not, they will try to read so many reference books that they, skip NCRT altogether, and they try to run for reference books or one-shot videos, etc. But they fail to understand that reference books will not give you the exact information that is needed by an examiner in the exam. And your one-shots, they will cover important topics. If you are stuck in a one-liner, if your examiner is a little off, so if he gave you a one-liner which was just written in one line, those things are not covered generally in one-shot videos, etc. So that is the biggest mistake people do in biology.
Okay. And for physics, what's the biggest mistake students do?
So mistake is that most of the students focus on making short notes even at the last moment. So now basically it's not the time for making short notes. Whatever you have, main thing is you should start keeping those things in the mind. So that's the first thing. And now you should practice more and more questions, because concepts will remain there, but how we will learn how to apply the concepts, and especially in NEST and IIT exams, it's the pattern that always questions have been asked merging different concepts.
Wow.
So that you will be able to solve only by practicing, and just by formula revision is enough, I guess, for physics. So that's how you should prepare.
Very well said. Regarding maths, what do you think, sir?
So regarding maths, the basic problem is that students know the formula, but they have not memorized it. So
Right.
this is the time to memorize it properly, re-revise it. And other than that, many students go in depth in mathematics, but this is not the time for that. So they have to be concise. They have to just practice enough that they can know what is the formula and how to apply it
Right. By practicing questions.
by practicing questions.
Yes. And regarding chemistry?
I would say regarding chemistry or regarding any other subject, the biggest mistake that students do at this point is they focus more on theory. Even when I talk to students, they are like, "Bhaiya, please let me revise one more time." And like, theory won't be asked in the paper. Questions will be asked, right? So why don't you think like that? If you are doing 60 questions in a day, you are revising 60 topics as it is, right? So focus more on question practice right now. Theory you have done year long. Right now, even if you are doing theory, then what is the difference between last 2 months practice and year long practice, right? So you have to do targeted practice, targeted questions, targeted preparation, and this is known as smart work. Smart work is knowing when to do hard work and how to do hard work. So if you are not doing that, it's all useless.
Wow, great nuggets. And next question. Now, all of them have very well said and pointed out how much practice is very important, right? What kind of mistakes you need to definitely avoid. Now, what are the most important chapters that can fetch them at least 20 to 25 to 30 marks in biology?
So in biology, I'll start with your cell unit, which includes your biomolecules, cell, the basic unit of life, cell cycle, cell division. Then comes your genetic, molecular basis of inheritance, variation. Then your principles of inheritance and variation, and ecology, evolution. So these are some hot topics from where every year at least 5 to 6 questions have been asked. If you look at NEST also throughout the year, 22 questions have been asked only in your biomolecules from 2018 to 2025, and then your human physiology and plant physiology. So these are some units that actually are very difficult for a student to understand because they are more interested in just mugging up the information. So you also need to understand, the more you mug up, the less concept clarity you will have, and ultimately you won't be able to solve any question, because these papers, they do not need to know how well you mug up. They need to know how well you can actually understand a concept and apply your little brain that is there in the paper.
So the list of topics that you just mentioned can fetch them 25 to 30 marks with proper practice,
Yes.
mock test solving,
Yes.
and revision, right? For IIT and NEST both. So it is possible for biology. Any PCB students, PCM students, how can they study biology? We'll come to that later on as well, towards the end for both of them. But the trends that you just mentioned, which is the high weightage chapter, right? Which one is not, can be found in Scienstra's free material section, right? So you just need to download the application, go to free material section. You'll find all the PYQs, high weightage topics, what kind of questions are coming every year, all that stuff. Now coming to physics, what do you think the most important topics are?
So in physics, like most scoring are like the modern physics, the de Broglie wavelength and all. From the nuclear, generally binding energy concepts are being asked. Then hydrogen atom, energy transitions and all. So these are most important topics, and scoring, basically you can cover them in less time. That's their advantage. Then there comes some of the foundational chapters, like the mechanics portion. That rotation mechanics has very high chances for being asked. That involves all other previous chapters as well, like NLM it covers, right? Even it can be combined with vertical circular motion. Even in the latest trends, we have seen that in IIT and NEST, some questions have been asked in vertical circular motion, merging them with the fluids, right? Utilizing the buoyant force and all. So that's how these things are important, foundational chapters. And definitely current, electricity and magnetism also, they are very important. Always in the exams you will see at least one question based on circuit analysis, circuit diagrams, the visual things that you can directly analyze. So that's the plus point, that you can easily solve them as well. So these are some of the foundation and important things. And apart from this, definitely thermodynamics is really important. Everywhere you will see at least one question from thermodynamics, and that's just a one chapter. So you can realize that how much weightage is it's scary. So that's all.
Right, and practicing these questions can ensure 25 to 30 marks in IIT.
Yes, definitely, because these chapters will not only restrict themselves to these, even in the other concepts, if you are learning concepts basically, so don't just focus on the chapter names. understand what concepts are being used in these chapters. If you have knowledge about these concepts, definitely you can solve many questions and gain those marks.
Wow. So 25 to 30 from biology
Yeah.
and same physics. So right now we are looking at 50 to 60 marks,
Yes.
right? We need still 60 to 70 marks more. Let's see if we can get from chemistry plus mathematics. So for maths, what do you think, sir?
So for maths, I think we can score more than 30 marks.
Wow.
So it is
Can
possible.
you say it again for them?
Yeah. So you can score more than 30 marks in
Oh, wow.
mathematics. So the thing is, you have to remember the important chapters. So let me list them. So the first important chapter is matrix and determinants. So it is the most important part of algebra, and it carries the most weightage. So if you know how to solve a matrix question, and you know that matrix questions are generally property based. So if you know all the properties, you will be easily able to solve that question, right? Next, if we move on to the coordinate geometry. In the coordinate geometry, we have lines, we have triangles. So the basics of coordinate geometry, straight lines, is the most advantageous chapter because it has the most weightage. And in that, you just have to remember the forms. Like what are the different forms of lines, what are the different properties and formulas for perpendicular distances, for the points and intersections. So if you know all these formulas, you will be able to solve the question in straight lines. Moving on to the next part, that is calculus. So many students struggle in calculus. They fear calculus the most. So in calculus, I will tell you two chapters which are easy to handle. That is application of derivative, AOD, and functions. So these two chapters are very easy, very basic. And in AOD, you just have to remember how to analyze a graph. So there are not many formulas in this chapter. So if students are able to analyze the graph properly using AOD, they can easily score good marks in that chapter.
Wow.
And the last chapter that we have to consider is integration. I know most of the students are very fearful of integration, but integration also carries a huge weightage in both IIT and NEST. So
In physics.
even in physics. So integration is a very important chapter for you. I know most of you will be scared of this integration, but you need to know that in integration, even if you don't understand, even if you know the formulas, if you memorize the formulas itself, you can easily crack the question. So this is the gist of mathematics
Especially
part.
that King's property is very.
The King's property. So the names make it more difficult.
Yeah.
If you don't know the name, you know this is the property and we don't know the name.
Wow.
I think that is the easier part
So
that you
if
can do.
there is a king property,
There is
queen.
also a Queen's property. Yeah. There.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
So we had 30, more than 30.
More than 30.
So 95 to 100 marks is what we are clocking in so far. Chemistry by far, which the toppers consider somewhat easier, is remaining. Let's see if we can get an ISA seat or not. What do you think, Nitish sir? What are the important topics?
First of all, I would say that, yeah, chemistry makes your rank. It is a kind of subject, if you are doing it correctly, if you are doing it properly, it will improve your rank a lot as compared to all these three subjects. That is for sure. The point is, there is a proper segregation between chemistry. So if I will tell about physical chemistry, there are 4-5 chapters. Starting from your SBC questions don't come, but you need to understand it to understand the whole chemistry. So don't miss SBC for sure. Then going from there, there is equilibrium. Then thermodynamics is a very important chapter. And one thing I want to mention is physics thermodynamics and chemistry thermodynamics are different. Don't apply, physics concepts in chemistry. Your question will be wrong. Okay, so concepts are different, sign conventions are different. Am I right?
Yeah. So the phenomena will remain same, but definitely the perspective behind them, the sign convention matters a lot.
So thermodynamics is a very important topic. Even in chemistry, each and every year you can easily see one or two questions in IIT NEST. So it is a very high weightage topic. Then going from there, electrochemistry is a very important topic and your kinetics is a very important topic. Now coming to your inorganic, chemical bonding is very important, and then coordination chemistry is also very important, and some new topics have been added like S&P block in NEST this year. So don't miss those topics because easily one or two questions can be asked from S&P block. Now coming to organic is something like you can't do specific parts of organic, you have to do whole organic. Okay, and Parvia is literally the god of organic, right? So basically, if you have studied from him, basically no problem will be encountered in organic, that's for sure. So you can't miss organic. If you are doing all these topics, properly, I think you can easily score 40 to 45 marks in chemistry. 45, I think you can score out of 60, even in last 2 and a half months. And basically, that's what we are doing in Crash Course as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
I was just about to talk. Going to talk about it.
Yeah. So basically in Crash Course, what we are doing, we are, picking up the most important topics, and we are covering the most important questions and topics so that you can easily prepare them in the Crash Course itself. We are also giving DPPs so that you can practice the questions related to those topics as well. So, and you're getting the same mentors in the Crash Course, right? So you can easily, take full advantage of the Crash Course also. Provided by Sahasra, and also we are offering the offline Crash Course, which is airing on
Right, 28th this Saturday at Sector 62 Noida. But thank you very much for mentioning about the crash courses which is being conducted by all of these mentors that are standing here. What about the marks that we were counting, right? So 90 to 100 and then 45 to 50 and even more if you have done well. So that takes us to 140 to 150 marks. My God, that's beyond the cutoff for just IISER, right? People can get IISER Kolkata, IISER Mohali, Bhopal, all that kind of.
So
Yeah.
literally, I have students who have just taken the crash course. They didn't study whole year, but after in crash course they studied hard, and they are literally sitting in IISERs now, right? So I think all of us have seen these students.
Actually. And next set of things, probably the couple of last things. How can a PCM student manage biology? So let's take a student who has never studied biology before. And if you're watching this, you're a PCM or PCB student, let me know in the comments that this section is going to be for you. What
So
do you
I
think?
think for all the students who do not have biology, there are two sections which are very, very important. First is your ecology and the other is your genetics. They are less of biology and they are more of mathematical chapters, right? So you have numericals, you have calculation, even evolution. So a lot of numericals actually are asked from these chapters, where your biology students, even after having the conceptual knowledge, they fail to actually answer those questions. Why? Because they are not able to solve, because the question requires some form of differentiation or integration, or they do not know about the graphs, the straight line equations, how to interpret a graph. So these are some chapters. If non-biology students actually start, they can really get very good marks in their exam.
Okay, good knowledge. But is this something that you are doing in the crash courses, the classes that you're taking for the students?
So when I take crash courses, no offense to anybody who's watching this, but I generally do not take biology students into consideration. I try to keep it at the base level so that math students can build concept also. And when it comes to numerical, even maths as well as non-math students can solve. So I give a lot of mathematical examples as much as I can, definitely.
So anybody can come to your class, study, solve those questions, DPPs,
Definitely.
practice the marks and score these marks?
Definitely, because I think a lot of students from ICSE board also said that they have certain chapters in 9th and 10th, and until and unless they studied those chapters, they never really understood what was meant by those numbers or those graphs or those figures.
Okay, so Yashika ma'ams are definitely for non-biology students as well. What about maths?
So for the biology students who are doing mathematics, I would suggest them that the most important thing is, as I have mentioned, the plan, the 5 important chapters. So they have to focus on those 5 important chapters. They can already score a good marks. Other than that, what I usually do in my class is that whenever I am teaching a topic, I specifically mention how much depth they need to know. So I specially tell them that this is the formula, how you can apply it. And for the depth, I only tell them that don't need to go in depth for this formula, or you need to understand only this part of the concept. So by doing this, we can make them understand the concept, not fully, but enough that they can apply the formula and score good marks. So this is the strategy for mathematics. You have to follow those 5 chapters, scoring chapters, and other than that, you have to follow how you can properly manage your time and properly cut down your focus in the mathematics part.
Wow. So it means if the students are going to be diligent enough, yes, plus disciplined, plus resilient, plus of course, if you are studying from all these mentors, following their advices, doing the chapters that they have asked you to do, avoiding the mistakes that they have mentioned, you can get admission in the ISER, right? This year in 2026 by qualifying, and of course, qualify NEST as well, right? So you have the liberty to attend PCM or PCB depending on your preferences, but your job will be done, right? Yes, I need a yes from all of you.
Yes, definitely.
Perfect. Thank you. So, thank you all the mentors for taking out time of your schedule, right? I know you're taking classes day and night for these students, and we wish you all the very best. By the way, if you have any doubts related to your exam preparation, career choices, you can join the career counseling call by SciAstra and get your preparation started by the free material section in the SciAstra application. So go check them out right now and let us know if you have any questions or queries related to this video or anything that your mentors have shared in the comment section. Subscribe to SciAstra English, hype this video so it reaches more and more people who are in the need of this advice, and keep following, keep studying, keep rocking. All the best. See you in the next video. See you in your dream
Nice.
institute.